Hello, I'm Doug, and this is the Taste and Sensibility channel. And this is fresh cheese review number 8, Oaxaca, which means Oaxaca, Mexico. Although the Oaxaca cheese I have seen doesn't come from Mexico. It comes from Wisconsin, it comes from California, it comes from other places. So we're going to try 3 different kinds here today, and I melted some into a quesadilla. So we will try it several different ways. So Oaxaca is a melting cheese, an ingredient cheese. When you look at it, open up the package and smell it and taste it and cut it up in pieces, it seems a lot like that mozzarella that goes on pizza, that low moisture, part skim type stringy cheese stuff. And some of it is in string cheese form. It's a big knot that you have to pull apart. And I've heard that it can appear in little Hispanic food markets where they make their own and they provide it to you fresh. But I haven't explored all the markets around my area, but I'll be looking for that. So before we get into the tasting of the kinds that we have here, remember to like this video and leave a comment, leave a question, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell to get notified when the new videos come out on Mondays and Thursdays. So Oaxaca doesn't look like you would pronounce it that way, but that's the same region of Mexico or district or state that produces mezcal. And Oaxaca is famous for the mezcal production that they have there in lots of the villages. So it's also the name of this kind of cheese. And it's basically a melting cheese for queso, or to melt into dishes. So we're going to taste it here by itself and on crackers or bread and in this quesadilla. I don't really have other recipes to drop it into for this video. So this brand here is Roth that I bought at Whole Foods, and it came as a whole pound tied up in a big knot, and the picture of the package will be right here. And this next brand is El Mexicano or El Mexicano. Nah, it's not that authentic. So this is a California cheese, and it comes in little strips or logs like this. And good size for melting. And then the third one is called Rizzo Brothers, and the picture will go up here on the screen now. And they all look very similar. They're all very pale. They're all very mozzarella looking, part skim low moisture type mozzarella string cheese looking things, but they taste a little bit different. So we'll go into this. So I'm going to try a piece of the Roth that's already been sliced, cut up, cut into pieces. It's a little salty, a little bit of buttery flavor. But it's smooth and it seems like it would melt very well. So let me find a little piece, a smallish piece to put on the cracker here and try it with other things. I think people would like it on a cheese plate. People would like it on hors d'oeuvres, cheese and crackers, fruit type combinations. So that's a good flavor. I am going to move on to El Mexicano. Oh, it's a bit more buttery. Nice flavor. Good texture, ought to melt pretty well. Yeah, I think I'll put that onto something. I'm going to try that. It's a couple pieces. So I'm detecting a lot less salt, a lot less dairy type notes. Let me look for that buttery flavor again. Wow, the starchiness of the crackers just kind of wiped it out. I remember being there, eating it plain early on. And now I'll go on to the Rizzo Brothers. It's a nice smooth texture, buttery, dairy notes. It's all in there. It's very soft. It seems like it would melt very well. I'd say they're all about the same for eating pleasure. They're all soft and pleasant and dairy-like. I've had buttery, more or less buttery notes at different times. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my little tiny quesadilla that I did on a corn tortilla. I crisped it up and browned it some before I started melting the cheese. And I use the El Mexicano cheese inside it. And so it's a nice combination of dairy and corn with the tortilla. It's browned up, it's very tasty. Melted well inside. So there's not a whole lot of salt in this combination. The cheese isn't salted much. The tortilla is not salted much. So I'm just getting corn and dairy, and not the enhanced dairy that comes with salt. So I know that this piece has a couple of jalapeno slices in it. So they're just small rings that aren't very thick. So we'll get some spice and pepper and maybe some other vegetable or fruity notes. So that's what I look for with jalapenos. And that's what I'm getting. It's vegetal. It's green. And it's kind of fruity. So it plays well with the jalapeno. So of course this would be a good ingredient cheese in Mexican cooking or other Southwest inspired things. I like the ones with peppers. Oaxaca is pretty good. It's very plain and basic. It's just an ingredient to use in other dishes where you need some melted cheese. So it doesn't have strong flavors on its own. Has a nice texture. And it's going to have a good texture when it's melted. So depending on how you use it, it's going to give you what you want in Mexican cooking. But it doesn't have any strong flavors of its own. Just a nice mild dairy flavor. So that's about all we can say about that one. So again, please like, comment, question, subscribe, click on that bell and get notified, and stay tuned for the upcoming cheese reviews. And stay tuned for more cheese reviews coming up. That's all for now.